Today I'm building a solid garden bench using nothing but some 4x2 timber and a couple of chunky 4x4 fence posts. No complex joinery, no expensive tools needed, just a solid, sturdy design that anyone can make in a weekend. This isn't just a bench, it's a garden upgrade on a budget. Whether you're new to DIY or just looking for your next weekend project, this build is simple, satisfying and sturdy enough to last years. So let's get straight into it. First up, I squared off the ends of my 4x2s using the miter saw, then cut everything to length. To speed things up, I used my roller stand as a stop block so that every cut came out the exact same length. It was a cracking day, so I brought the miter saw out into the garden, pretty appropriate for a garden bench project. I used my zero clearance fence to help keep the cuts nice and clean. I've actually got a video on how I made that fence. If you want to check it out, I'll leave a link to that one down in the description. To plan my cuts, I use Cordless Optimizer, a free tool that helps you figure out how many lengths of timber you're going to need. For this build, I used 8 2.4 meter lengths of 4x2. Because the 4x2s are rounded over on the edges, I added a slight round over to the ends to help everything join together a little bit more aesthetically. For the long lengths, I used my Melif cordless router. For the smaller bits, I switched up to my trusty Lumberjack router table. For the legs, I used 2 chunky 4x4 fence posts. I ran one face through my Lumberjack planer thicknesser, although if you've only got basic tools, a decent sanding would do the job. After flattening one face, I used my engineering square to check the fence before squaring up the sides. My miter saw wasn't quite big enough to cut these, so I used my cordless circular saw in a few passes, flipping the board after each cut. I marked out the holes for the screws, drilled shallow holes with a Forstner bit to hide the heads, and then I followed this up with a pilot hole. A bit of glue, drive in the screws, and that's the legs pretty much sorted. The backrest 4x2 joinery was done with pocket holes. Quick, strong, and no visible screws from the front. My bench is against the fence, so I decided not to fill the pocket holes, but you can get dowels to fill these if they're visible. I gave the legs a quick round over once assembled to soften the look and keep it a little bit more baby safe, then a quick sand with a mouse sander before moving on. To hide those Forstner holes, I mixed up some sawdust and glue to make a homemade wood filler. Once dry, I gave it all a sand back to flow. The 4x2 pieces got a quick sand using 120 grit. For the backrest, I used a top and bottom rail with the slats pocket hole screwed in between. I used a spacer to get consistent gaps between the slats on both the seat and on the back. The last few just need a little bit of persuasion with the mallet. The base is a simple 4x2 frame, glued and pocket screwed together. I added a 2x2 ledge for the slats to sit onto. The seat slats were screwed in from underneath. No glue here, just to allow for a little bit of movement as people sit onto the bench. I measured up where to attach the base to the legs, pre-drilled the holes, then fixed it in place with coach screws using a socket. After playing around a bit, I found a nice angle for the backrest and fixed that into place too. To finish it all off, I sprayed on a nearly natural wood stain using my new Lumberjack paint sprayer, and it did a brilliant job. If you want to check out the tools I used, including the Lumberjack paint sprayer and the router table, I've got links to those in the description. And don't forget, you can save some money with my discount code RENODAN at lumberjacktools.co.uk. And that's it, the bench is done. Under £60 of timber, a day's work, and built to last. If you want to watch the rest of the Garden Ready for Summer series, click here. If you want to see more budget-friendly DIY projects like this one, click here to subscribe. There's plenty more coming on the channel. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.